6:03 with Cubby and Cindy, 103.5 KTU. Partly cloudy today, high 45, 28 degrees right now. Gotta love a famous woman that's on time.
Yeah, really. So prompt.
Lady Gaga on the phone, calling right around the time she said she would. Good morning.
Hi, how are you?
Hey, Gaga, what's up?
What's up,
Good
Gaga?
morning.
I gotta tell you, 3 Grammys. Congratulations.
I can't believe it. I was in that seat with my dad, and he was like, "You're going to take this one, sweetie." And I was like, "Dad, shut up."
Wait, do your dad again?
"You're going to take this one, sweetie."
I love
and
it.
I was like, "Dad, be quiet."
I mean, we're just days removed from an incredible night. Has it hit you yet?
No, I swear to you, I watched that performance over 100 times on YouTube, and I was like, look at those camera angles, because it's so difficult on television to get it right, especially with all the choreography, and then I'm so particular about lighting, and for the tour, you have so much time to perfect and change it to make it so amazing and the vision realized, and for TV, you have like 2 hours to do it in the actual rehearsal space. So we'd been rehearsing for a month, and we had very quick to get everything in there and do the dress rehearsal, and when it all came together, I have to hand it to Ken Ehrlich because he really puts on an amazing show.
We got to tell you, Gaga, watching from the TV, everything was synchronized beautifully, so you really pulled it off.
Thank you. I worked really hard and rehearsed my tuchus off for that performance.
Hey, I was wondering if you heard from Whitney Houston since you mentioned that you thought of her singing Born This Way.
I heard from someone who works with her.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. When I was little, I used to sing her music all the time by myself in my room after my voice lessons. And I would listen to her on the Bodyguard soundtrack just on repeat all the time in her version of the Star Spangled Banner. And I promised myself when I was really young that if I ever won an on-camera Grammy that I would thank her because she inspired me vocally so much when I was young. So when I was up there, I thought, oh, thank Whitney, thank Whitney.
I was going to say, I could hear you turning out a version of Queen of the Night. Ow.
Yeah.
That's a jam right there.
Or I Will Always Love You would really show off your vocal abilities, too.
What?
Yeah, yes, both of those songs. I used to sing them, but I would go into my mother's lingerie drawer and steal it all and then put it on, and I'd be in my room. My mother would go, "What are you doing?"
Hey, but speaking of lingerie, do you have a stocking fetish? Because I happen to love stockings on ladies, and actually my co-host Cindy does too. And you always have on hot stockings. Is it me? Or is it you?
Well, maybe it's a little bit of both of us.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, we were born this way. We couldn't help it.
You were born this way.
Hey, I wanted to hit my Facebook questions because I had people ask questions on Facebook. Sue in New Jersey wants to know, how many pairs of Alexander McQueen shoes do you have?
Oh, a lot.
Uncountable?
They're mine. I love. I mean, it's no secret my adoration for McQueen. So I have a ton.
Oh, I'm so jealous of that right there.
Yeah. Terry Ann in Jersey City. People say your new tune reminds them a lot of Madonna, Express Yourself. What are your thoughts on the comparison?
Well, I'm really glad that Madonna's cool with the song and that she sent her love and support to me, which is great. And, that was the biggest Madonna record of all time. So I'm not upset. I'm very happy and very pleased, and I was so overwhelmed with all the records that the song broke on radio and on iTunes worldwide. It's been really overwhelming. So I have nothing but joy and happiness for this weekend.
All right, I tell you what, hang on. We have to take a break.
Okay.
Gaga, if you can hang with us, we're going to come back, and I want to ask, how long were you in that egg?
Yeah.
Before you went down the red carpet.
Inquiring minds want to know.
Next, we're back with Lady Gaga. And Cindy, you have a question?
Now, going back to the Grammys real quick, Gaga, a lot of people have said to me, you know what? It didn't look like you were actually in the egg coming into the Grammys.
Oh,
all right?
I was in there. I was in there for 3 days.
You were there for what? Well, 3 days?
Yeah, for 3 days.
What came first, Gaga or the egg?
Yeah.
Well, I did, obviously.
And
I had a creative birth, a rebirth.
Where's the egg now?
It's in archives.
Okay.
Okay. Because I know my one friend was asking you, when you talk to Lady Gaga, make sure you ask her, what's with the whole egg concept? What was the whole idea behind it and why?
Well, I don't want to explain it too much because I think it sort of ruins the beauty of the piece to analyze it from my perspective and just allow you to all sort of unfold the symbolism for yourself. But I will say that I wanted to be in a creative embryonic state for 72 hours leading up to the performance so that I could be born on stage.
Awesome.
I love you.
Cool.
We got 2 more minutes with you. I got a couple more questions. Kendra in Houston hit me up on Facebook. Kendra, when you were a kid, did you ever imagine you'd be carried down the red carpet at the Grammys and be reborn?
Did I ever imagine? Well, I did imagine it, and then I made it happen.
Yeah, there you go.
And you can do that with anything in your life. If you see it and you want it, you can do it.
And Lisa in Ohio, what kind of advice would you give to a child facing the same insecurity issues you did as a kid?
I would say to look inside yourself for the light and the answers, and I would harness your inner superstar and know that no one's projections on you are who you truly are. You are only the projection of yourself. Just envision the person that you want to be and then do it.
All right. And finally, about the album coming out in May, right?
Yes, May 23rd.
Is the album done yet, or you still have finishing touches?
Finishing touches, but it's done. All of the music, the lyrics, the melodies, the choices of the songs that I ultimately wrote and wanted to put on there are all finished. I'm in the mixing process, and for electronic music, the mixing process is very similar to the production process because it's so intricate and meticulous. So I'm doing that right now, and I'm very excited. I've been telling everyone that, Born This Way is the marijuana to the heroin of the album. It's the gateway drug. The album is really intoxicating and very intense, but Born This Way was sort of the lightest song on the record, and it is very eccentric and eclectic, and as you listen to all the records, you'll hear lots of influences ranging from Bruce Springsteen to what we call gas station disco.
Ooh.
Sort of heavy metal rock anthems inside of these enormous industrial dance beats. So the next single is actually quite hard. It's called Judas.
Can't wait. Hey, my girl Cindy has one question, and then we're letting you go.
Yeah,
what's your final question, Cindy?
What's with the points, Lady Gaga? On the shoulders and the face. What chapter is this of you now, if there's even a chapter? Just explain the points from the performance.
Well, they were always there.
Told you, Cindy.
Whenever you saw me wearing what looked to be jackets that were shoulder pads and things, those were just my bones.
Ha!
Lady Gaga, on that note, we are so excited about Born This Way. Can't wait for the album. And don't forget, when you wear stockings, think of me.
I will. I will think of you.
Lady Gaga, love you.
Thank you so much.
Bye.